Brian Kniff with Buddy Tarbotten, back end of a girl-boy playoff doubleheader. We'll see if the middle boys team can keep things going, as their girls side won at 45-31 earlier tonight over Cinnaminson to advance to their fourth South Jersey final in 5 years. The middle boys trying to get back there for the second time in 3 years if they could beat Medford Tech here tonight on their home floor. And if Middle wins this game, they will host the sectional championship game on Monday, as Sterling upset the top seed Haddonfield in the other semifinal. So a lot of electricity here in the gym, buddy. The Panther pack is ready, raring to go on the other side of the gym, and we expect a good basketball game here tonight in the sectional semifinal.
Absolutely, Brian. This Medford Tech team, the Jaguars, it's going to be a battle of the cats tonight. The Jaguars and the Panthers. And the Jaguars come in here. This is a very good basketball team. They have two guys that can put it up and are averaging close to 20 points a game. Elijah Kane and Miles Powell. And between the two of them, Brian, they've also been to the free throw line. Kane's been to the free throw line over 150 times. Powell's been to the line over 100 times. So these guys, not only can they shoot the three, Powell is the team's three-point shooter, and Kane is the number 2 3-point shooter. So they're the guys Middle Township's going to have to focus on and get out defensively and try and disconcert them and take them out of their offensive flow. And obviously, that being said—
Whoa. Did you just say disconcert? That's strong for you, buddy. That's strong.
Thank you.
3-syllable word right there.
Middle, on the other hand, we know what they bring to the table offensively. They're very balanced. But one thing tonight, now you're talking a Group 2 semifinal. Darrell Shelton needs to come out hot. We need him. He needs to play. The Middle Township needs him not to wait until the second half or the fourth quarter. They're going to need balance, and they're going to need their captain, Darrell Shelton, to lead the way.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the start of this one right after this. It's Middle Township and Medford Tech, South Jersey Group 2 semifinal. A berth in the sectional title game on the line. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. High school, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, Medford Tech against Middle Township, South Jersey Group 2 boys semifinal. Here are your starters for the Medford Tech Jaguars. Wearing the away reds trimmed in black and white. At the guard positions, a sophomore, Miles Powell, one of the leading scorers of the team, along with a junior, Sidney Harris. And then down low, the high-scoring junior, Elijah Kane at 6'6", Dennis Tunstall at 6'6", and Dante Ali at 6'3", a senior. Tunstall's a sophomore. Ali's the only senior in this starting lineup for Medford Tech, which is 17-10. Middle Township wearing the home whites trimmed in black and orange. Their starters will be Tom Catanoso, Darrell Shelton in the backcourt. Tom Ferracco plays the swing position. Lamar Greer and Micah Moore are down low. Middle Township, a 5-man starting lineup full of seniors. Packed house here at Middle. Panther pack ready to go on the other side.
There is a couple of seats left, but this place is near capacity, and the roof is about to be blown off. The Middle Township faithful are out in full force, and Medford Tech, Brian, brought a nice crowd as well. They were making a lot of noise during their starters' introductions. So this is really going to be one heck of a basketball game here tonight.
Wildwood Catholic's boys, congratulations to them for advancing. They beat Doane Academy 66-45 in non-public B. They will play in the sectional semifinal early next week. And congrats to Eddie McWade for scoring his 1,000th career point as a junior. Not many players do that, but Eddie McWade, his 1,000th point as a junior in that win over Doane Academy. It's Middle and Medford Tech coming up momentarily. And Middle, the big thing for them, buddy, will be they're going to have to deal with Medford Tech's size.
Absolutely. Middle Township who's been notorious, Brian, their one weakness, their Achilles heel, has been keeping teams off the offensive glass. And tonight, with the Jaguars putting two 6'6" players out on the floor, Tunstall, a sophomore, and Kane, a junior, they're going to have to box out.
A couple of Group 4 schools. Atlantic City was all over Toms River North late third quarter at last report, 44-23. Lenape was leading Shawnee 36-19 with 6 minutes to go in that game. So it could be a Lenape-Atlantic City South Jersey final in Atlantic City's gym. If you're watching on CapeMayCountySports.com or 987thecoast.com, Middle Township is wearing the whites that are moving from right to left. Micah Moore for Middle. Dante Ali for Medford Tech. John Panko tosses, and the tip is won by Middle Township.
Give Micah Moore credit. He was able to take that tip over the taller player.
Greer straightaway three. In and out. Rebound taken down by Ali, and Medford Tech has possession. Here comes Elijah Kane, picked up by Darrell Shelton. Kane off a ball screen, shoots a three, off the iron, no good. Weak side rebound by Tunstall, and now here's Kane again between the two circles. Kane off a ball screen, good hedge by Moore to shut that off. Goes to Ali, then right side to Harris. Harris looking in the post, bodied up by Greer. Ball's loose on the floor. And we're going to have a jump ball, possession to Medford Tech.
And again, both teams getting down on the floor after the ball. 7:13 to go here in the opening quarter. We have no score. Semi-final action, South Jersey Group 2. The winner gets to host Sterling High School on Monday night.
Here's a turnover off the inbound as Kane dropped the pass on the sideline, and Middle will have it.
An unforced turnover right there.
7:10 to go first quarter, no score. Both teams come up empty on their first possession. Here comes Middle Township. Greer with it. Right side, Catnoso. Down low to Farraco. Kick back to Catnoso. Cross court to Moore. Now it's back to Shelton. Middle resets.
Middle Township doing a good job keeping the ball hot.
Farraco right wing. Ball on the floor. Backs away between the two circles. Goes to Catnoso. Catnoso dribbling into the paint. Kicks. And his pass is tipped out of bounds by Kane. And Middle will have it.
And again, the 6'6" junior, Elijah Kane, did a good job. And that's what Middle's going to have to be aware of, the length of the Jaguar team.
Medford Tech straight up man-to-man. Here's Farraco into the paint, bounces down low to Moore, ball's loose. And we're going to have another jump ball, this time possession to Middle.
.6:25 to go. In the first quarter, we have no score.
Farraco tried to bounce it in to Greer. It was kicked by Kane. Middle will have it.
At that time, Farraco tried to force the ball inside.
Here's Farraco off a return feed. Down the lane. Finger roll is good.
And a good job that time by Tommy Farraco, recognizing he had a seam coming in from the left side. A good angle. Nobody came over in help side for Medford Tech.
And we have a foul here called against Farraco, going for the steal, banging into Sidney Harris. And, buddy, Farraco may have had the steal if he used the proper hand. If he used the outside hand, it might have gotten a steal. He used the inside hand, so he ended up bumping the player from Medford Tech.
That's going to be, first personal foul on Tommy Farraco. First team foul.
Kane against Shelton, can't shake free. Kicks it up top to Ali. Ali in the corner. Three ball on the way is short. Ali the rebound. Layup, got it.
And again, offensive rebound by Ali, and he makes Middle Township pay.
Tied at 2. 5:35 to go first quarter. Shelton bounces to Catnoso on the right wing. Catnoso uses Moore's ball screen to force a defensive switch. Now it's Farraco on the right wing. Farraco down the lane. He is fouled. They're going to say no shot, and Middle will have possession underneath.
And they're going to call that foul on number 31, Dennis Tunston, his first, team's first.
Shelton to Moore in the corner, bounced out to Greer. Now it's Catnoso. Standing just inside the jump ball circle, resetting the Middle Township offense. Now it's Greer. Greer to Catnoso behind a screen. Can't get free for the shot. Shelton, top of the key three ball. Bang!
And Darrell Shelton comes out off his screen, top of the key. Catnoso feeds him. Darrell catches and shoots, knocks down the three ball. 5-2, Middle Township, 4:50 to go first quarter. Oh!
We're going to have an offensive foul
Absolutely.
called against Elijah Kane as he knocked Darrell Shelton to the deck.
Shelton did a good job there again, moving his feet. Elijah Kane, the 6'6 junior, picks up his first, team's second.
Catnoso across midcourt. Goes to Faraco on the right wing. They fake a dribble handoff. Now it's Shelton again. Shelton spinning toward the lane. Kicks off to Moore. Good extra pass. Shelton, 16-footer. Got it.
And Darrell Shelton now 2 for 2 from the floor. He's scored 5 in a row. 7-2, 4:20 to go first quarter. Middle Township on top.
Three ball on the left wing. Rattled home by Miles Powell. So now it's Middle leading at 7-5 as we approach 4 minutes to go first quarter. Berth in the South Jersey title game on the line. Right side, Lamar Greer. Baseline drive, shovels it to Moore. Moore picks up the loose ball after it was tipped away. Good ball reversal by Middle. Sferaco fakes a three, kicks to Greer in the corner. He can't handle the pass, too hot to handle, and out of bounds.
Good idea by Tommy Faraco. Just a pass not in a catchable area for Lamar Greer. It's going to be Middle Township's first turnover.
Kane, top of the key. Right side now is Miles Powell. Powell gives it up to Dante Ali. Powell gets it back, uses a ball screen, steps in for a three. No good. Long rebound comes out to Ali, and now Powell will reset. Driving to the basket now from the wing is Kane, and he got the friendly roll. And we're tied at 7.
So the Jaguars come back with 5 unanswered points.
Catnoso to Moore. Moore holds, goes to Faraco, top of the key. Faraco to Catnoso. Into the lane, goes to Moore along the baseline, back out to Shelton, left side in front of the Medford Tech bench. He brings it back out to reset the offense, dribble drive, gives it off to Greer. Medford Tech fans wanted to walk. Catnoso now, top of the key. Right now we're seeing two pretty good man-to-man defensive teams in the half court, buddy.
Absolutely.
Here's Faraco in the corner. Faraco pass across, tipped out of bounds by Tunstall. And Middle will have it.
And here comes
Derek Jones and Anthony Nelson for Medford Tech. Jacob Cowan for Middle Township. Jones is just a freshman. Here's Catnoso driving, foul line jumper, got it. Tough shot.
Yes, it was. Good, strong move by Tommy Catnoso. Good dribble penetration just inside the foul line, right side. And he knocks down the jump shot.
Ali goes left side to Nelson. Nelson holds, passes out to Jones. Jones a foul line jumper. That's off the rim, no good. Rebound tracked down by Ali. Ali gets a return feed now. Jump hook in the lane is good. Medford Tech hurting Middle a little bit, buddy, on the offensive glass.
Well, that's the third offensive rebound for Dante Ali. 4th overall for the Jaguars.
Faraco through the lane, can't get the finger roll to go. Tipped up by Cowan, no good. And now Kane the rebound for Medford Tech. They can take their first lead. Elijah Kane down the lane, no good. Rebound to Cowan. Cowan hands off to Shelton. Shelton bringing it up against the 5'6 freshman in Jones. Shelton dribbled the ball off his foot, and he turned it over. Here comes Nelson. Down the middle, passes across. The layup is good by Miles Powell.
Good strong move, good ball movement on the break by Medford Tech, and they take it their first lead.
Catnoso down the lane, no good, but a foul. He nearly spun that off the glass and in. First free throws for either team coming up here. It's 11-9 Medford Tech, 1:01 to go first quarter.
They're going to call that foul on number 23, Miles Powell, the 6-foot sophomore guard. His first, team's third. Catnoso at the line to shoot 2. And he misses the first one hard off the back of the rim. And that is the first free throw attempt by either team here in the first quarter. 1:01 to go. The Jaguars on top, 11-9.
Catnoso's free throw is short as he missed both. Inside a minute to go first quarter. Medford Tech a 2-point lead in the ball. Here's Derek Jones, the freshman, goes right side to Miles Powell. Now it's Elijah Kane trying to back in on Shelton. Shot up is no good. Rebound battled for. Taken down by Tanner Kerr, who just checked into the game along with Trey Greer for middle. Here's Cowan on the right wing. Couldn't handle it and turned it over. Dante Ali with the steal. 30 seconds to go in the period.
Middle Township's third turnover.
Here's Powell driving off the glass and good.
He is strong. He's a compact 6 foot. He now has 7.
Medford Tech leads at 13-9. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Catnoso to Greer. Tipped away. Jones with it. Gets it to Powell. Powell from half court. That'll be way short at the buzzer. Great first quarter for Medford Tech. They finished the period on an 11-2 run, and they lead 13-9. Back after this on 98-7. First quarter, they lead middle 13-9.
Yeah, Brian, what happened in that first quarter? Miles Powell, a 6 foot sophomore guard, is one of the leading scorers at about 20 points a game. He leads the Jaguars in 3-point field goals. He's made over 60 this season. He knocked down a 3, but he is compact and he is very strong, and he does a real good job getting to the rim. And he had 7 first quarter points. He sparked and fueled this Medford Tech run, and Middle is going to have to obviously dig him up. Somebody's going to have to step up and get a little physical back, because this kid is 6 foot, compact. He is strong.
Medford Tech with the ball. Here's a jumper in the lane. It's good by Powell. Make that Kane, excuse me. Medford Tech showing pressure. Middle passes ahead to beat it. Cross court to Catnoso. Bounce down low to Farraco. Fakes once, twice, and is fouled by Dennis Tunstall. And Farraco will get 2 shots.
And as you said, they're going to call that foul on number 31, the 6'6" sophomore, Dennis Tunstall. That's going to be his second, team's 4th.
First foul shot's no good. Middle's 0 for 3 from the line to start this game.
Yeah, and Brian, they're 0 for 3, and all 3 free throws they've missed bad. Catnoso was hard long on his first, really short on his second, and Tommy Farraco was just short.
And he rattled that one in and out. So Middle's 0 for 4 from the line. This is normally a very good shooting team. Middle showing some pressure now. Jones lobs it ahead. Got it up to Powell. Powell a drive off the rim, no good. Rebound. And Middle Township has it coming out of there as Farraco took it out of a Medford Tech player's hands. Catnoso has his shot blocked. Lamar Greer lays up the follow.
And a good job, Lamar Greer running hard down the floor following the play.
Medford Tech wants a timeout. 15-11. They lead Middle Township. Second quarter, 7:03 to play. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. Back in Middle Township, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, and Medford Tech leading Middle sectional semifinal in Group 2. 15-11. Inside 7 minutes to go first half. Medford Tech with the ball. Here's the freshman, Derek Jones, bounces in the corner to Dante Ali. Back to Jones. Ali again. Looking in the post, can't get it there, goes back to Jones. Now it is Powell. Miles Powell, guarded by Catnoso. Takes it to the right wing, stops. Gets a return pass, fires a three. Off the iron, no good. And the rebound will go off of middle and out of bounds.
Coach Farraco not happy with that call, and neither was the middle faithful where it happened in front of them down in the corner.
Powell to Jones. Good ball reversal by Medford Tech. 3 ball on the way is no good by Nelson. Middle Township the rebound. Farraco on a pass, can't get to it, and it's going to go off of Medford Tech and out of bounds.
Middle Township gets a break there. 6:16 to play here in the first half. The Jaguars on top of the Panthers, 15-11.
Inbounds pass tipped out of bounds. And Farraco will inbound. Goes to Catnoso. To Greer. Greer to Catnoso. Fakes a three. Dribble drive baseline. Kicks to Shelton for three. Bang! Needed bucket for middle.
Good job by Catnoso. He got good dribble penetration. When the help side came to him, he kicked it back out to Shelton, who was all alone, top of the key.
Into the post is Kane. He is bumped and fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. 15-14. Medford Tech on top of middle. 5:49 to go before halftime.
And they're gonna call that foul on Darrell Shelton. It's going to be his first, team's second.
Atlantic City was a 56-36 winner over Toms River North. Kane missed the first foul shot. They'll play Lenape in the South Jersey Group 4 championship game on Monday at AC.
His first trip to the line for Medford Tech.
Kane's second free throw is good. He's got 5 points. Medford Tech on top by 2 at 16-14. Catnoso across the timeline, goes to Greer. Greer holding, now it's Farraco top of the key. Stops, pops from 19 feet, in and out. Rebound batted around, and it comes down into the hands of Jones. Jones goes over to Kane. Elijah Kane in the corner. Dribble drive, stepping on the end line was Sidney Harris. Turnover Medford Tech.
Just the second turnover in the first half against Medford Tech. 5:20 to go in the first half, 16-14. Middle Township trails.
Catnoso up to Farraco. Fake the dribble handoff. Farraco on the right wing. Passes in the corner to Greer. Greer dribble drive. Farraco fakes a three. Foul line area, he traveled.
And that is going to be the 5th turnover against Middle Township. 5:06 to play, second quarter. Medford Tech 16, Middle Township 14.
Medford Tech with the ball. Here's Ali on the right side. Goes to Harris, to Kane. Kane into the paint, blocked, but a foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, Micah Moore that time in help side defense really did not have much of a choice. Instead of letting a wide open shot in the lane, he chose to foul him and send Kane to the line to earn the points.
Free throw is missed by Kane. He'll get another. He's 1 for 3 at the line now. 4:50 to go first half. Medford Tech on top of middle 16-14. Second free throw is good.
Nothing but the bottom of the net that time for the 6'6" junior. 17-14, 4:40 to play, first half.
Farraco down the lane, finger roll, can't get it to go. The rebound comes down by brought down by Tunstall. And here's Medford Tech with the ball leading by 3. Kane at the top of the key. Goes over to Powell. Powell off a ball screen. Passes across into the lane. Ball's loose. Turnaround jumper now. And Tunstall couldn't get the roll. Here's Middle Township. Wow, Catanoso. That's not a good pass there. Looking for Greer. He threw it right by him.
And right now, Middle Township a little frustrated. They're in a hurry, really, to go nowhere, and there was no passing lane. That was not a good angle, and therefore they turn it over. Just under 4 minutes to go, first half. 17-14, Medford Tech on top.
Here's Kane for 3, and he rattled it home. Medford Tech leads it 20-14.
It's their biggest lead of the game.
Catanoso holding. Stops, lost the dribble, got it to Moore, gets a return pass on the left wing. Here's Greer, right side. Greer, dribble drive, spins into the lane, right past the Farraco, and he lays it up and in.
And that was a great play by Lamar Greer. Big spin move down the middle of the lane. Help side defense comes to him. He flips it to his teammate Farraco. Left side of the rim, he lays it off the glass and in.
Powell on the right wing, guarded by Catanoso. Powell is bumped and fouled, knocked to the deck.
And that is going to be the first personal foul on Tommy Catanoso. 4th team foul against Middle Township. 3:07 to go, first half. Panthers trail 20-16.
Kane out top.
Quickly played first half.
Goes over to Ali, gets a return pass. Kane behind a screen for 3 and knocks it down.
Well, Kane and Powell can shoot it.
Medford Tech by 7, 23-16, 2:45 to go in the second quarter. Farraco to Moore, back to Catanoso. Catanoso to Greer. Greer down the lane, no good but a foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
And a good strong move that time by Lamar Greer. And the foul's going to be on number 31, Dennis Tunstall. That's going to be his 3rd, Brian. The 6'6 sophomore picks up his 3rd, team's 5th. Lamar Greer going to the line. Middle Township 0 for 4.
Greer got the roll on that one. He has 3 points in the game. Jake Cowan checks back in for Middle. Replaces Moore. It's 23-17, Medford Tech, 2:32 to go, third quarter. Lamar Greer second of 2 free throws. And that one's short. Middle 1 for 6 from the foul line tonight.
And they trail by 6.
Right. Pass ahead, Middle showing pressure. They throw it too high, and Shelton picks up the loose ball. And Middle Township with possession. Shelton working against Jones. Takes the ball to the right wing. Pass across, not good. Here comes Kane, and he will stuff it with the right hand.
Middle might need a timeout.
Timeout, Middle Township. They trail 25-17. 2:04 to go, second quarter. Back after this on 98. Some early trouble, trailing by 8 with 2:04 to go in the first half. 25-17 to Medford Tech. We have a score in non-public B girls. Sacred Heart beat Alma 45-31 to advance.
Yeah, that was not a good pass by Darrell Shelton. A very lazy pass. And Elijah Kane made Middle Township pay as he was able to get out and steal it and then go to length of the floor and flush it.
Catanoso to Shelton, curling, 3 ball, got it, and a foul! Knocked to the deck after he released the ball. The ball hit the front of the rim, the backboard, and went down, and Shelton to the line to try to complete the rare 4-point play.
And they're going to call that on Derek Jones. the freshman, his first, team's 6th.
Shelton's free throw is no good. Middle's free throw woes continue. Here's Eli Kane for Medford Tech. Swung in the corner to Powell for 3. That's off the iron, no good. Greer the rebound for Middle. 25-20, Medford Tech on top, 1:30 to go first half. Shelton, head and shoulders fake, into the lane. Dishes off to Greer for 3. Short. Rebound taken by Kane, and Cowan reaches in and fouls him.
And that foul on Jake Cowan, that's going to be his first, team's 5th. 25-20, 1:21 to play, second quarter. Middle Township trails. That free throw, Brian, that Shelton missed, that would have been a 4-point play, cutting that 8-point lead in half. But Middle just unbelievably
Here's
struggling.
Powell down the lane, shovels off. Layup attempt, no good. Shelton may have gotten a hand on it. Now Middle coming out of the pack. Shelton nearly turns it over. Now passes ahead to Catanoso. Catanoso in all kinds of traffic, got it to Greer. Greer into the lane, to the basket. No good on the layup. Rebound, stolen away by Middle's Jake Cowan. Here's Farraco, back to Catanoso, to Cowan, fakes a 3. Now bounces back to Catanoso. Catanoso settles his team down here, top of the key. 43 seconds to go in the first half.
Possession arrow in favor of Middle to start the third quarter.
Shelton on the right side.
And Coach Farraco's telling his team to bring it out, Brian. Shelton's got to watch. Yes, he's being dogged.
Bounces to Catanoso. Catanoso down the lane. Ball is stripped. They're going to call a travel on Catanoso. With 21 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's the 7th turnover against Middle.
Here comes Powell. Powell working against Catanoso. They're going to call an offensive foul on Powell for pushing off on Catanoso.
And that's going to be the second personal foul on Miles Powell, the 6-foot sophomore.
With 4 seconds left, we'll see if Middle can get a shot away. Cowan gets it to Shelton. Shelton trapped, goes to Cowan. Cowan travels as he shot it from half court. And now the official is saying, even though the buzzer sounded, they're going to put 1 second back on the clock.
Yeah, a little
now
discussion.
The officials are going to come together.
There actually might have been more than 1 second.
They're going to go to 2 seconds now. That can't be right, though. There was 4.5 seconds left in the half. The ball was brought in, dribbled once by Shelton, passed to Cowan. There's no way that whole thing could have taken only 2.5 seconds. But it looks like they're going to set it to 2.
Yeah, they actually had 1/10 of a second.
And that's what Tom Farraco is trying to explain to the official. He said, we brought it in, dribbled, my kid picked up the ball, passed it, then my other player made a move, but they're going to put 2 seconds on the clock.
Oh, somebody needs to get up and pressure the ball.
They get it back to Powell. Powell for a deep 3,
and
he makes it. And he makes it from 35 feet. At the buzzer.
Oh, Middle fell asleep. I mean, there was nobody up pressuring the ball. They inbounded, then kicked it back to their three-point shooter.
I'm still trying to 5 of the third quarter.
And Medford Tech, Brian, is actually shooting Middle Township right back into the game. And they're not taking very good care of the ball either. They're playing totally different than they did in that first half.
Here's Kane with his team leading 28-25, inside 5 minutes to go third quarter. Kane to the basket, layup is good.
And that time they come out and they do exactly what Coach Nick Powell drew up. In their half-court set, they get an easy layup.
Shelton left side, back to Catanoso. Catanoso to Farraco, top of the key. To Shelton. Shelton trying to get free, he can't. Bounces across to Moore. Moore at the top of the key to Catanoso. 3-ball. No good. Tipped up and in by Micah Moore.
And give Micah Moore credit there. Instead of standing around, he crashed the boards.
From the top of the key, buddy. That's a good point. He kind of anticipated where that ball was coming off and went right to the spot.
And another big bucket, 30-27. 4:03 to play, third quarter. Middle Township trails.
Here's Kane. Being very slow with the ball now as he backs away. Takes it down the right wing, floats it up, no good. Long rebound, taken by Medford Tech. Shot up, no good, but a foul. And going to the line will be Kane as the ball was tipped right back into his hands.
And again,
off the rebound.
Just another long rebound that evades Middle Township, and the Jaguars doing a good job. Micah Moore picks up that foul. His second, team second here in the second half.
Free throw by Kane is good. He now has 17 points to lead all scorers.
He is now 3 of 5 from the foul line. Middle needs to box out here on this next attempt if he misses.
Second free throw is also good.
Nothing but the bottom of the net for the 6'6 junior, Elijah Kane.
32-27, Medford Tech, 3:40 to go third quarter. Catanoso to Farraco. Farraco holding right side. Passes over to Greer. Greer down the lane. Scoop shot. He is fouled. I believe they're going to say with the body here, and Greer will go to the line for 2 shots.
And that's going to be on Dennis Tunstall. The 6'6 sophomore picks up his 4th, Brian. That's big. And that's exactly what they're calling. Again, Lamar Greer was able to extend himself to get to the rim. The shot block was clean, but they got him with the body.
Greer makes the first foul shot. Middle was 1 for 7 from the line in the first half. Second free throw for Greer. It's no good. And Kane has it for Medford Tech. Kane up the right side. In the corner to Powell for 3. Got it. 35-28. Medford Tech on top.
3 of 8.
Shelton on the right wing. Holds, puts the ball on the floor. Into the paint, pass across, tipped out of bounds.
Powell's 3 of 8 from beyond the arc. 3:04 to go here in the third quarter. Middle cut it to 4. Medford Tech back up 7. 35-28. Free throw shooting continues to be a problem.
Here's Greer. Farraco fakes a 3 to the rim. Finger roll, missed it. Wow. Medford Tech up 7. Middle had cut the lead to 2 earlier in the quarter. Here's Powell on the wing, and he's fouled by Catanoso.
Tommy Catanoso is going to pick up his second, team's 3rd here in the third quarter. Some words between Miles Powell and Tommy Catanoso.
Inbound pass, stolen away by Catanoso. Goes to Greer. Greer back to Catanoso across the timeline. Shelton, a deep 3. That's no good. Rebound taken by Medford Tech. And this is the difference right now, buddy. Middle is getting murdered on the glass. I don't know what the numbers are, but just by pure looks. Here's Kane in the corner. Back to Jones, swung to Powell. Powell dribbles to the left, no good on the jumper. Rebound, Jay Cowan. Cowan to Shelton. Inside 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Medford Tech by 7. To Cowan. Farraco top of the key. Fakes. Hands off to Shelton. Shelton in the corner to Cowan for 3. Got it.
And that was big by the senior. And again, Middle Township pulls to within 4.
1:35 to go in the third. 35-31 Medford Tech. Ali goes to Powell on the wing. Powell, dribble drive, and he's fouled by Catnoso.
And that's going to be the third personal foul, on the senior. His third, team's fourth. 1:21 to play third quarter, 35-31. Middle Township trails.
Ali to Kane. Kane, a deep 3, knocks it down. 38-31 Medford Tech.
And that was a big bucket by Elijah Kane.
Here's Shelton. Shelton takes it to the wing. Oh, tough shot. That's not a good shot. 19-footer with a hand in his face. Just some total out-of-character plays by Middle tonight. A trail by 7 with 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here's Kane. Stolen away by Shelton. Shelton up the wing. Now into the lane. Scoop shot. No good, but a foul. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
And they're going to call that one on number 33, Dante Ali, the 6'3 senior. He picks up his first, just the second team foul. Possession arrow in favor of Medford Tech at this point to start the fourth quarter. 36 seconds to go here in the third.
First free throw, no good. Middle is 2 for 11. 2 for 10 right now from the line for the game. And a lot of them have been short.
Yeah, very on the middle like. And as you said, a lot of them have hit the front of the rim.
Second one is also no good. Kane with it for Medford Tech. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Lobs it ahead to Powell. Now it's Jones. Jones bounces back to Kane. Kane holding against Shelton.
Medford Tech's going to be happy to take the last shot. Again, they have the possession arrow in their favor to start the fourth.
Kane nearly dribbled it back court after Shelton tipped it away, but now it's Powell. 6 seconds to go. Powell behind a screen. Another deep 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, and they are not going to wave it off. Medford Tech claiming that the bucket counted, but they wave it off. 38-31. Middle trailing Medford Tech at the close of 3.
Their game, just uncharacteristically throwing the ball away, and a horrific night from the foul line.
Jones passes across, blocked, but a foul. Ali had the shot blocked by Moore, but there's a foul called, and Dante Ali will go to the line for 2.
That's Micah Moore. He's going to pick up his third. Team's fifth.
Free throws in and out.
Dante Ali, the first Jaguar to go to the foul line tonight, not named Elijah Kane.
Ali makes 1 of 2. Medford Tech by 8. This is their largest lead. They've had an 8-point lead on a couple of occasions. Catnoso, left side, goes to Moore. Moore, back to Catnoso. To Moore again in front of the middle bench. Front of middle student section, excuse me. Catanoso fakes a three. Into the lane. Blocked, but a foul. They're going to say that Dante Ali hit Catanoso on the elbow as he went up to try to block it.
And that's going to be the second personal foul on Dante Ali. Third team foul. 7:26 to go. Tommy Catanoso at the line now. He is 0 for 2.
That one's good. Middle is now 3 for 12 from the foul line for the game.
And they trail by 7.
Second foul shot is good.
Now, obviously, the Panthers need to get some stops defensively.
Timeout is called by Medford Tech as Middle slapped on its press. Medford Tech couldn't get it in bounds. 39-33, 7:26 to go in the game. Back after this on 98.3. Medford Tech on top of Middle Township with 7:26 to go in the fourth quarter. Middle led this game 7-2. And then Medford Tech quickly came back and went on a 11-2 run to close the first quarter, and they've held the lead ever since.
And Middle Township, yes, has not been able to get closer than that 2 points. They just can't get over the hump. And again, they're just making some ill-advised passes, not playing the type of game you're used to seeing by the Panthers.
Kane got it to Powell. Powell, pass was tipped, but it went right back to him. Kane goes to Ali. Ali back to Kane. Kane throws it forward. Oh, what a great play by Shelton to keep it in bounds. Catanoso, Farranco for 3, nearly banked it in. Rebound is taken by Medford Tech, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Middle on the outlet pass.
Needless to say, that would have brought the house down if that would have stayed in, but it did not. It would have pulled the Panthers within 3.
Kane against some pressure. He threw that one away. Threw it over the head of Jones. Catanoso alertly decided not to touch it, and the ball sailed out of bounds.
And that's what Middle Township, obviously trailing, they need to put on that vaunted full court press.
Tommy Farranco top of the key. This is a big possession for Middle, trailing by 6. Hands off to Catanoso. Catanoso into the lane, kicks to Shelton, but Catanoso is fouled on the pass. And that'll give Middle the ball underneath.
And they're going to get the freshman, Derek Jones. That's going to be his second, team's fourth. 6:47 to play.
For inside to Greer right off the inbound, and Farranco found Greer, and Greer is fouled.
And again, a good way, Middle Township now, as Elijah Kane picks up his first.
Wow. Greer practically airballed that first foul shot. And now you got to start thinking, buddy, it's a mental thing, the way they're shooting free throws tonight.
Absolutely, because it's very 14. Uncharacteristic.
Second free throw is good. 5 for 15 from the line is Middle.
And Lamar is now 3 of 6.
Kane gets it in. They go cross court now to Ali. Ali across the timeline. He's trapped. And foul is called on Farranco reaching in.
That's going to be the second personal foul on Tommy Farranco. Well, check that. Make that his third. 6th team foul, 6:37. Plenty of time. Plenty of time left in this game. 39-34. Medford Tech leads.
Kane over to Powell. Powell picked up by Catanoso. Into the high post to Kane. Kane backs it away against Shelton. Kane, right elbow, kicks out. 3 ball on the way is no good. Rebound battled for, and Greer comes out of there with it. Anthony Nelson missed the 3. Here's Shelton on the right wing. 39-34, Middle trails. Shelton holding. Got it to Moore on the right wing. Moore hands to Catnoso. Catnoso to Greer. Greer takes a bump, kicks to Farraco, thought about a three. Now it's Shelton. Shelton down the lane, some contact, no foul. Blocked, comes right back to his hands. That's the kind of contact you like to see let go in a sectional semifinal, buddy. Here's a pass to Farraco that's tipped out of bounds by a diving Sidney Harris.
Yeah, there was no harm, no foul. Middle retains possession. And there, as you said, the ball knocked out of bounds by the Jaguars. 5:30 to play.
Here's Greer to Catnoso, 3-ball. Bang!
And needless to say, the Panthers needed that.
2-point game, 39-37. Medford Tech the lead in the ball. 5:15 to go. Center of the floor, pass tipped, nearly stolen, and then laying it in and getting fouled is Dante Ali. And we may end up looking back at the 5:09 mark, buddy. Middle had a near steal there. They would have had possession with a chance to tie or maybe take the lead. Ali slips in, picks up the loose ball, scores, and is fouled.
And Micah Moore picks up his fourth.
Ali's free throw is good.
Nothing but the bottom of the net for Dante Ali.
Jake Cowan replaces Micah Moore.
And Brian, up to this point, Medford Tech has only had 3 players score. Ali, Powell, and Kane.
42-37. Middle trails. 5 minutes to go in the game. Catnoso right side to Shelton, top of the key. Shelton trying to force his way in the lane, can't, takes it out to the right wing. Bounces to Farraco, stripped. The ball will go out of bounds off of Medford Tech.
4:47 to go. Fourth quarter, 42-37. Medford Tech on top of Middle.
Farraco to inbound, gets a return pass. Passes to Catnoso in the post. Catnoso had it knocked out of his hands. Back to Greer. Greer kicks out. Offensive foul.
And that will be the first personal foul on Lamar Greer. One dribble too many.
And Medford Tech will have the ball. Middle showing its pressure, trailing by 5 with 4:38 to go.
And that was their 8th team foul.
Pass nearly stolen by Farraco right under the rim, but he knocks it out of bounds.
And again, Middle Township just not able to come up with the type of plays they normally do.
Center of the floor. Now here comes Ali for Medford Tech. Down the lane, tough shot. Rebound will go off of Middle and out of bounds.
.427 to play, 42-37. Middle Township trails.
Kane gets it into Ali. Powell to Kane in the corner. Fakes a three and then travels.
And that will be just the 8th turnover against Medford Tech. They've done a good job tonight taking care of the ball and keeping Middle Township off their game.
Catnoso with it. Brings it up across midcourt. Goes over to Farraco. Farraco to the basket. Shot is blocked. And here comes Medford Tech. Powell driving off the glass, no good. Got his own rebound. Ball's loose on the floor. Shelton comes up with it and calls, I believe, timeout. I believe Shelton may have called a timeout. That's exactly what happened there. 42-37, Middle trails, 3:55 to go in the game. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. Back in Middle Township, 3:55 to play. Medford Tech bidding for the upset here at Middle, leading the Panthers 42-37. Tom Catanoso dribbles away from a double team for middle. Up the floor, stops, goes to Farraco. Down the lane, got it, the foul!
Farraco saw a seam in the Jaguar defense. Nobody came over.
And Kane, buddy, came in and bumped Farraco while he was airborne. And that was the foul.
Absolutely. Nobody was there in help side. Kane tried to come over, but he was late.
Farraco can make it a 2-point game with the free throw. It is no good. Jay Cowan nearly corralled the offensive rebound.
Now Tommy Farraco is 0 for 3. Darrell Shelton is 0 for 3 from the foul line.
They're 5 for 16 as a team. In a game they trail by 3.
And there's still a ton of time, 3:45.
Kane throws it way too high into the second row of the stands, and they turn it over. I don't think Medford Tech is used to being pressed, buddy, because they haven't handled it well here in the fourth quarter. 42-39, they lead it, middle with the ball, 3:45 to go. Farraco got it into Shelton. Shelton walks it back out, hands off to Catanoso. Catanoso to Cowan. Middle can tie the game with a 3, get to within 1 with a 2. Backdoor pass, stolen away. Farraco looking for Greer, and Kane stepped in and stole it.
And that is Middle Township's 11th turnover.
Kane
Oh,
nearly trapped the ball against his body.
that was close.
Still holds the dribble, now lost it, right side to Nelson. Nelson back to Kane. Picked up by Greer on a switch. This is not a good matchup for Middle. Kane goes by Greer. A lot of contact, no foul, but the shot is missed anyway. And now Middle with the ball. Greer's injured. Greer is injured. And they're going to stop play. I don't know if Greer was injured, buddy, or if his shoe halfway came off. I'm not sure.
I think that's what happened. I think his shoe slipped off. He looks fine. Give a quick shout out to his father, Lamar Sr., who's listening and watching, I should say, watching in Finland.
Here's Catanoso in the backcourt, Middle trailing by 3, 2:50 to go in the game. Crossed the timeline and threw it away.
And again, Middle Township now with 12 turnovers and another unforced turnover. 42-39, 2:37 to go.
Kane is bumped and fouled by Shelton. And that's going to put Kane at the line for a 1-and-1.
Darrell Shelton picks up his 3rd, team's 9th. So from this point forward, when Middle Township fouls, it's going to be 2 shots for the Jaguars.
42-39, big 1-and-1 here for Elijah Kane. It's good, he'll get another.
Nothing but the bottom of the net for the 6'6 junior.
Kane with 22 for the game. He is 5 for 7 from the line.
43-39. Medford Tech on top.
Second free throw is also good. Big possession here for Middle, trailing by 5. 2.5 to play. Catanoso across midcourt. Goes to Jay Cowan. Cowan to Catanoso right side. Goes by a defender. Stops. 10-foot baseline jumper is good. 3-point game. Kane having trouble getting it in. Has to call the timeout. 44-41. 2:15 to go. Medford Tech on top. Back after this on 98 on a few occasions. Middle has cut it to 3 with 2:15 to go. It's 44-41.
Medford Tech was forced to call a timeout. They could not get the ball in bounds after Catanoso's jump shot. Middle slaps that full court press on again, and it's given Medford Tech fits, but they've been able to do enough to maintain their lead. Again, a ton of time, 2:15 to play.
Kane runs the baseline, gets it in the corner, stolen away by Cowan. Shelton for three. Bang!
Oh my! And it's tied up.
Here's Kane up the right side. Baseline drive off the glass, no good. Got his own rebound and he is fouled.
And that is going to be number 4 on Darrell Shelton. He is 4 of 5 from the three-point line. He just tied this game up for the first time since it was 2-2. 44-44.
Kane at
157.
Kane at the line for 2 to regain the lead for his team. First one is short. 1:57 to go.
Unbelievable.
Elijah Kane, second of 2 free throws. Takes a deep breath, dribbles 4 times, another deep breath, shoots, and that one's good. Middle can take the lead for the first time since the first quarter on this possession. Catnoso. Up to Farraco. Farraco. Dribble drive, right side, shut off. Bounces to Catnoso at the top of the key. Kicks to Farraco, fakes a 3. Into the lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound to Greer, to the basket, no good on the layup. Rebound is tapped out, but right to Powell, who makes the layup. Shelton couldn't reach in because he would have committed his 5th foul.
Well, Middle had 2 good looks. They just couldn't get him to go.
Here's Catnoso with his team trailing by 3. 1:10 to go. Cowan, wow, nearly traveled. Got it to Catnoso. Catnoso kicks to Shelton. Shelton holding. Ball on the floor. Fires a deep 3 at short. Rebound, kept in bounds, no. Cowan couldn't save it. .56 seconds to go. Medford Tech by 3. They have the ball. Kane to inbound. Throws it across to Harris. Harris. And now running with it and going to the basket is Ali, but he has it blocked from behind and out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play by Shelton to block that shot and not pick up the foul, because he would have been done. That would have been his 5th.
Kane to inbound. Lobs it out to Ali. Over to Powell, back to Kane. Kane holding, and he's fouled by Cowan. And Kane will go to the line for 2 shots.
Jake Cowan picks up his 2nd. Middle's been at the 10 foul team limit. Kane will go to the line to shoot 2.
47-44. Medford Tech on top. Kane, and it's good, and that makes it a 2-possession game with 40 seconds left. 48-44.
Nothing but the bottom of the net for Elijah Kane. He has had a monster game here tonight.
Second free throw by Kane is also good. So it's Medford Tech by 5. Shelton up the sideline. Now what do we have here? We have the lead official. We have the lead official calling Shelton out of bounds in the backcourt. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
We're going to give the ball to Medford Tech here.
Who actually blew the whistle? I don't think that the trail official blew the whistle.
No, he didn't. It was the lead official who blew the whistle. There's been a timeout called on the floor, I believe, with 36 seconds left. Here is Powell in the backcourt. Up to Kane. Kane. They get it up ahead. 26 seconds to go. Medford Tech by 5, and they finally foul Powell.
Wow. And Elijah Kane got away with a walk right in front of the official. But you got to give Medford Tech a ton of credit. They came in here and took it to Middle Township, took the Panthers right out of their game.
Powell for 2 shots. If he makes both, it's going to be really difficult. Powell makes the first. It's now a 6-point lead, 50-44.
It's Miles Powell's first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Second free throw is also good. Shelton to push for Middle Township. They trail by 7 now. Shelton right side. Dribble drive, floater, short. Rebound to Kane. Kane, they throw it ahead. Here's Powell. He'll go to the basket and finish it off with a right-handed dunk. And Medford Tech will come into Middle Township and upset the Panthers 53-44, and they will go to the South Jersey Group 2 championship game to take on Sterling. We'll wrap it up and come back and with the post game right after this on 98.7 The Coast and 987thecoast.com. Give us 2 minutes here, 2 minutes. Who dunked at the end?
Powell, the sophomore.
All right, we can come back after this one.